Hello everyone, Ron here from L.T.L Tutoring Central, and welcome to the second read-along text. In this video, it's the listening video, but of course you can read along with me. I will be putting a link below so that you will be able to access this story and read it to yourself. That's the second step. So there's the listen, the read, there's the write, and you can write for yourself, or if you want to send in your writing for the feedback, there is a small fee for that. You can do that. I'll explain a little bit more about that piece later. And then there's this speaking portion, and you can also take part in that, but you do need to register. It's free, but you need to register for the speaking portion if you want to participate, because I need to send you the invitation. So I would need to be able to do that. So register for that on the email. And you can check out how to do the read along. I will put a link below this video if you want to watch that original video on that. This week I am reading a fiction story. It's a little bit longer, so I'm going to get right into it. This might prove to be a little bit more difficult for some of you, but I'm sure that you're up to the challenge. So let's give it a go. I am going to share my screen so that I can read this and you can see this at the same time. The story is called Death by Scrabble by Charlie Fish, or Tile M for Murder. And it's based on a popular game called Scrabble, in which you try to spell out words on a board with tiled letters, in case you weren't aware of that. And you can also look up Scrabble on the internet if you want to see more about how that game is played. That might help you understand the story. It's a hot day and I hate my wife. We're playing Scrabble. That's how bad it is. I'm 42 years old. It's a blistering hot Sunday afternoon, and all I can think of to do with my life is to play Scrabble. I should be out doing exercise, spending money, meeting people. I don't think I've spoken to anyone except my wife since Thursday morning. On Thursday morning, I spoke to the milkman. My letters are crap. I play appropriately B-E-G-I-N with the N on the little pink star, 22 points. I watch my wife's smug expression as she rearranges her letters. Clack, clack, clack. I hate her. If she wasn't around, I'd be doing something interesting right now. I'd be climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. I'd be starring in the latest Hollywood blockbuster. I'd be sailing the Vendée Globe on a 60-foot clipper called the New Horizons. I don't know, but I'd be doing something. She plays jinxed with the J on a double letter score, 30 points. She's beating me already. Maybe I should kill her. If only I had a D, then I could play murder. That would be a sign. That would be permission. I start chewing on my U. It's a bad habit, I know. All the letters are frayed. I play warmer for 22 points, mainly so I can keep chewing on my U. As I'm picking new letters from the bag, I find myself thinking, the letters will tell me what to do. If they spell out kill or stab or her name or anything, I'll do it right now. I'll finish her off. My rack spells M-I-H-Z-P-A, plus the U in my mouth. Damn. The heat of the sun is pushing at me through the window. I can hear buzzing insects outside. I hope they're not bees. My cousin Harold swallowed a bee when he was 9. His throat swelled up and he died. I hope that if they are bees, they fly into my wife's throat. She plays sweatier using all her letters, 24 points plus a 50-point bonus. If it wasn't too hot to move, I would strangle her right now. I'm getting sweatier. It needs to rain to clear the air. As soon as that thought crosses my mind, I find a good word, humid, on a double word score, using the D of jinxed. The U makes a little splash of saliva when I put it down. Another 22 points. I hope she has lousy letters. She tells me she has lousy letters. For some reason, I hate her more. She plays fan with the F on a double letter and gets up to fill the kettle and turn on the air conditioning. It's the hottest day for 10 years and my wife is turning on the kettle. This is why I hate my wife. I play zaps with the Z doubled, and she gets a static shock off the air conditioning unit. I find this remarkably satisfying. She sits back down with a heavy sigh and starts fiddling with her letters again. Clack, 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 clack. I feel a terrible rage build up inside me, some inner poison slowly spreading through my limbs. And when it gets to my fingertips, I'm going to jump out of my chair, spilling the Scrabble tiles over the floor, and I'm going to start hitting her again and again and again. The rage gets to my fingertips and passes. My heart is beating. I'm sweating. I think my face actually twitches. Then I sigh deeply and sit back into my chair. The kettle starts whistling. As the whistle builds, it makes me feel hotter. She plays ready on a double word for 18 points, then goes to pour herself a cup of tea. No, I do not want one. I steal a blank tile from the letter bag when she's not looking and throw back a V from my rack. She gives me a suspicious look. She sits back down with her cup of tea, making a cup ring on the table, as I play an 8-letter word, cheating, using the A of ready. 64 points, including the 50-point bonus, which means I'm beating her now. She asks me if I cheated. I really, really hate her. She plays ignore on the triple word for 21 points. The score is 153 to her, 155 to me. The steam rising from her cup of tea makes me feel hotter. I try to make murderous words with the letters on my rack, but the best I can do is sleep. My wife sleeps all the time. She slept through an argument our next door neighbors had that resulted in a broken door, a smashed TV, and a Teletubby Lala doll with all the stuffing coming out. And then she bitched at me for being moody the next day from lack of sleep. If only there was some way for me to get rid of her. I spot a chance to use all my letters. Explodes, using the X of jinxed. 72 points. That'll show her. As I put the last letter down, there is a deafening bang and the air conditioning unit fails. My heart is racing, but not from the shock of the bang. I don't believe it, but it can't be a coincidence. The letters made it happen. I played the word explodes and it happened. The air conditioning unit exploded. And before I played the word cheating, when I cheated. And zap, when my wife got the electric shock. The words are coming true. The letters are choosing their future. The whole game is jinxed. My wife plays sign with the N on a triple letter for 10 points. I have to test this. I have to play something and see if it happens. Something unlikely to prove that the letters are making it happen. My rack is A, B, Q, Y, F, W, E. That doesn't leave me with a lot of options. I start frantically chewing on the B. I play fly using the L of explodes. I sit back in my chair and close my eyes, waiting for the sensation of rising up from my chair. Waiting to fly. Stupid. I open my eyes and there's a fly, an insect buzzing around above the Scrabble board, surfing the thermals from the tepid cup of tea. That proves nothing. The fly could have been there anyway. I need to play something unambiguous, something that cannot be misinterpreted, something absolute and final, something terminal, something murderous. My wife plays caution using a blank tile for the N 18 points. My rack is A, Q, W, E, U, K, plus the B in my mouth. I am awed by the power of the letters and frustrated that I cannot wield it. Maybe I should cheat again and pick out the letters I need to spell slash or slay. Then it hits me, the perfect word, a powerful, dangerous, terrible word. I play quake for 19 points. I wonder if the strength of the quake will be proportionate to how many points it scored. I can feel the trembling energy of potential in my veins. I am commanding fate. I am manipulating destiny. My wife plays death for 34 points, just as the room starts to shake. I gasp with surprise and vindication, and the bee that I was chewing on gets lodged in my throat. I try to cough. My face goes red, then blue. My throat swells. I draw blood clawing at my neck. The earthquake builds to a climax. I fall to the floor. My wife just sits there watching. Okay, that's the end of the story, and it's a little bit of a dark story. It's a little bit of a dark, humorous story as well. So there's a lot going on in there, more than you might think on first read. So have another read. If you want to write about the story, obviously you can do that on your own, and you can also send it in for feedback. If you're going to do that, send it to the address here, tutoringcentral@inbox.com. That's probably the easiest way for me to receive your writing. There's a small fee, as I mentioned, for that, but you can write for yourself, and there's no charge for that, obviously. You can come back and listen to the speaking portion that I will do in a couple of weeks. But if you want to take part in that, you need to send me an email. And in the email, all you need to say is you could just type in read along, and I'll know that you want to take part in the speaking portion or the discussion portion that comes up in a couple of weeks. You can send that to the same email, obviously. The questions are, number one, explain the irony of the story. Give some details. If you're not sure what irony is, you can look that up on the internet or in a book, but I will be discussing it during our discussion session. The second question, how would the narrator's age play into his state of mind? So try to take that into consideration. Try to give some explanation. You could do just one of these questions and give a longer answer, or you can try both of them and give a more moderate answer for each one. I'm not looking for long essays or anything. I wouldn't have time to read through all those if you're sending it in for feedback. But something substantial would be good in order for us to be able to look at your writing. The link for the story and these questions, because it's on a Google Doc, I will put below the video so you can access the story and the questions again. Of course, you can continue to access the video. I'm just going to stop the share for a moment, go back to big screen. So there it is. There's the story. Very interesting story. Let me know what you think about the story as well. You can put it in the comments if you like. If you have any questions, you can also put those in the comments, or you could send them to my email as well. What else am I forgetting? Oh yes, don't forget to like the video if you do. I hope you do. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. In that way, you will be notified when there are new videos posted on the channel. And some of them are the read-along videos, and some of them are on other learning topics. In the meantime, have fun, keep learning. I hope you'll take part in the read-along series. Most of it's free, and it can really help you with your listening, your reading, your writing, and your speaking or discussion. All right, it's Ron from L.T.L Tutoring Central, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.